What's happening, everybody? Man, another week, another loss. Jaguars take it to us 29-30. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're 2-6 at this point. Kind of at the end of the day, what direction do we go in at this point? You know what I'm saying? We're going to pull up the stats or take a look at just kind of how this game went. And at the end of the day, what's crazy is we got the trade deadline right around the corner. And so will some players be on the move? We might talk about that, but man, we're gonna just jump on here and chop it up on a Sunday. We appreciate everybody popping in with us. I'm gonna hit the chat in just a second. You guys in the Raider War Room, we appreciate you guys. You know we rock with you guys after every single game. And we also break down some game film on Wednesdays. Rock with us when we break down game film because you guys know, even though the season ain't panning out the way that it's supposed to, that we wanted to, you still got to focus on what players we want to keep. And so rock with us on a Wednesday. We're still gonna break down the game film and have a little fun. But tonight, we're just going to chop it the hell up, man. We're 2-6. Where the hell do we go from here? So, chat, I'm going to get you in a second. You guys in the Raider War Room, appreciate you guys. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. We do a sub-only chat. Actually, I got to set mine up. I think I even forgot to do mine. I was so pissed off about the game and all that stuff. I don't know if I've set mine up. I'm going to do that, man, but
stream by the come through.
Man, I know. It's going to get us. It's going to be all my fault. But I'm going to throw it over to my guy, man. Chris, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Good, man. I'm good, man. You know, it was a tough game to watch. You know, it was definitely you know, there was some good coming out of it. It was definitely good to see Brock Bowers back, you know, doing this thing, but you know, it was tough to watch, but I wasn't surprised. But you know, it is what it is.
That's kind of what the season has come to.
It is what it is.
What it is, damn it, man. Severe, what's happening, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, hey, this is it's a perfect game for me, man. You know, it's a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of suspense, but we didn't lose any draft position, man. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect ending, man. It's perfect.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna fill you in on a little something. So I was on was it Jeff's live the other day, just in the chat, just chopping it up, right? And they were saying, what do we do from here? You know, like where do we go from here? And I hit him with the hashtag SS. I hit him with the hashtag SS. And what does young Nate do? He goes, oh, what is that? What was hashtag SS? I don't know what that is. He's like, is that hashtag Shador Sanders? I was like, God damn it, man. Now I got to spell it out. You ruined it for me.
Yeah.
You ruined it for me.
See, they got to tell you, they ain't been watching the War Room, man. You see, that's
right.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Telling on themselves.
But then he threw that out there. And I was like, God damn it, man. So, man, but it is what it is. You know, we're 2-6. You know, we're going to kind of break down this game, just kind of how it went, some of the pros and cons to it. I'm going to pull up the stats. We're going to talk about it and just rock out. But we appreciate everybody that's rock with us. I'm going to rip through a couple of these names. A couple people in the chat, man. Raider Mess in the building first. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you pulling up in here. Emily, always rocking with us. Good seeing you in the building. Dixon here as well. Appreciate you. Between you and the next guy I'm about to say what's up to. Mark, what's going on, man? Let's see. What is this? What is Faster Than You? What's going on? Dixon, between you and
74. You're not, I don't know who you faster than, brother. You're out there rocking a 74.
It's wild.
Faster
it is
Pete,
wild.
President Pete Carroll.
That number is strategic. That's what it is. But now we know Dixon LS is both in the building. So now I got to make sure I rock through this chat. Make sure I watch my words with it. LS, man, I did not watch even 1 second of this game, but I'm glad we lost. No more meaningless wins.
Hey, agreed.
Hashtag
SS.
Strategic substitution. It's got to be that now. I don't know. God damn it.
What it is. Those who know. You know.
That's true.
That's very true. The game is to be told, not told.
That is very true. 100%, man. But just
Daniel Carlson knew the assignment today.
Right.
He knew the assignment today.
And Parham was involved in the last play. The batted pass. Parham wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking. If you look at the replay,
that's right, huh?
He's looking behind a Gino, making sure He like positions the guy in the right spot.
Man,
Tell you, watch it. Watch it. They know what's up, bro. I'm gonna leave Parr alone, man.
Parr is more valuable than we think.
He's doing the Lord's work today, man.
God damn! I didn't even know it. Like I didn't even put that together. That's wild. That is wild. Parham's right there on the left side, and he knew the assignment. 100%. That is wild, man. But LS, man, I appreciate you popping in.
Like not on my watch.
I know, man. That's crazy. LS in the building as well. Gabriel Davis in the building. Let's do this. I give my guys some controls to just kind of help out and do their thing, man. Chris, you want to say what's up to a couple other people? I just said what's up to Gabriel. You want to say what's up to everybody else past that?
I don't even think I got control, man.
You got control? Oh, you probably didn't accept it, Jay. I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I threw it to you. Severe, you want to take over?
Yeah, I got it. What's going on, my guy, Taddy? Gino killing us even when he has good. Yeah, he played, pretty well. Even that interception he threw, that is partly on Gino. Could he have put the ball a little bit more on his upfield shoulder? Yes, but I think Mayer has to help him right there. Has to at least put himself between the ball and defender a little bit better. So I think Gino actually played pretty well, man. Hey, I didn't like that at all. I did not like seeing that at all. He was trying to make some progress. I don't want this. I don't want that. But my guy Chewy, we always find a way to lose. Yes, and right now, that is the most important thing for us to find. The most important thing for us to find is a way to lose. We don't want to lose any draft position right now. These are meaningless wins. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to be competitive in the playoffs. Why lose draft position? That's how you end up with Tyree Wilson and Cleveland Farrell and nonsense like that, and miss out on guys like, Quinnen Williams and obviously the quarterback CJ Stroud, and that's how you miss out on these guys. So I ain't trying to win no more games, baby. No more games. Pete Carroll, you ride off in the sunset, take your L and go home.
That's very true.
Great.
Seahawks scored again.
They scored again, man. As soon as Pete Carroll left, it's like, man, it's uncanny how they just instantly got better the second he left. Like, he was in the building last year. So last year, even though he wasn't coaching, he was still in the building. The second he exited the Seattle organization, instant success. It's crazy.
Was that a 60-yard bomb that Seattle just scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Was JSN?
Nah.
That dude playing like the best receiver in the league this year.
I know. He's doing work.
No joke. Playing like the best receiver in the league.
But yeah, man. Hey, appreciate everybody popping in. We're going to say what's up to the chat just a little bit more. But before we get into it, I see Dre up there, man. Appreciate you popping in here. Let's do this. Let's talk about some stats. All right. We'll say what's up to everybody else. Let's kind of get down there. But let me go ahead and share the screen. Let's throw those up there real quick. Bang. All right. We're going to go over Raider stats first. Obviously, we lose 29-30. Man, Daniel Carlson, like we just talked about, knew the assignment. Yes. Down one, makes us 2-6. At this point, really, do we even have a shot? A shot at continuing trying to chisel away at the AFC West? Probably not. Like it's done at this point, unfortunately. But we'll look at the Jags. Trevor Lawrence, 23 of 34, 220 yards, 6.5 yard average per pass, no touchdowns, one pick. Man, that was a nasty pick right on the goal line at the beginning of the game. Man, I thought there was gonna be a slow move for them, but he throws that pick early. But let's jump over to Gino. And I know we just talked about it for a second. Gino, 29-39, 284 yards, 7.3 yard per pass average, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked twice. Doesn't have his QBR up there just yet. But, man, chat, let me know what's your thoughts on Gino. Let me throw it to my guy Severe first, man. Thoughts on just Gino's performance and just kind of how he looked, knowing that it's been nothing but interceptions all week, every week. 4 touchdowns, man. You can't balk at that. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Gino?
I thought Gino played. I thought he played well. He did he miss some throws? Yes. But he's also was a victim of some drops. Trey Tucker dropped the ball right in his hands. Then he dropped a touchdown. Also, unfortunately, we got a DPI on that one. But, I think he played well. Obviously the recipe, throw the ball to Brock Bowers a lot. That's like, hey, if you want to do well, get the ball to Brock Bowers a lot. Jacoby did some work early. Michael Mayer had a few nice ones. Trey Tucker did some work late. And Genty had a few nice ones as well. So, I think he was able to spread the wealth. And he's able to escape the pocket where, if it was a situation where we had a more stationary quarterback, several occasions, where he was able to get out of the pocket, escape upfield, it would have been sacks had we had, Kenny Pickett or Aiden O'Connell in there. So I think he acquitted himself well. Still lost. It was good. I commend him the most for that. But, I think he played well.
Yeah, and Jason Wells, man, you think Max said goodbye to the Raiders on that Twitter. Did you guys see him throw that a message out?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think so.
I didn't see it as that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I do think like if you're sitting in that locker room coming off of that type of loss, I feel like that's just more of like just an emotional thing to the fan base, being like, hey, stick with us.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it could be, but at the same time, it's like, man, like I that's kind of how I read it. Was just it's more or less just like, hey, stick with us, guys. That's just an emotional reaction to a tough loss like that. But hey, trade deadline I think is on Tuesday. You really never know what's about to pop off, man. Chris, Geno performance. What are your thoughts on it, man?
Yeah, he to be honest, this was a better game for him. You could tell that, he benefited from having his safety blanket, and actually not more than safety blanket, but just having his number one weapon out there with Brock. So, he had a true go-to person. It opened up the rest of the offense. I think, Michael Mayer was able to, kind of get free a couple times. He had a couple good plays. Trey Tucker, was able to get open. He did have a couple drops. As expected, having your number one guy back, it makes a huge difference. I think, there were some times that Geno did miss, someone, or he was just kind of quick, or he was kind of late on the read. And I just think, it's all about, just getting comfortable again, just getting the timing. But, that interception at the end, of course, that was tough. But I think that was just a good defensive play, more than anything. The guy, made a hell of a play. But, and I'm trying to think that interception. I'd have to go back and watch it. I think that he probably telegraphed it, like he usually does. He snaps it, then just looks at that receiver. But again, I have to watch it again. So that's probably on him. But yeah, overall, I'm not going to say this loss is on Geno. I just think we just, all across the board, we could have played better.
Yeah, we could have, without question. But I'll kind of give my thoughts on it. LS, man, I see that super chat, brother. I appreciate you. I'm going to pick it up on the screen in just 1 minute. I think, all in all, this is the performance that we expected Geno to have at the beginning of the season, right? Like, keep us competitive.
Right.
That's all we want out of him. We all talked about it. We all had our take on who Geno was. And at the end of the day, the thing is we thought Geno was just going to keep us in the game, keep us competitive, give us a fighting chance. That's all we wanted. And that's kind of what he gave us. Was it mistake-free? Not even close. But at the end of the day, he kept us competitive. 4 touchdowns. You really can't deny that. We're going to kind of get down into the other stats where I have much bigger concerns because Geno is Geno.
Right.
I mean, he's going to keep you competitive, hopefully, at the top of his game. The only thing I will say is that if he were to, and I'm not a big fan of getting into the what ifs, but if he were to have hit Tyler Lockett in the back of the end zone and we won that game, I probably would have been more pissed off that it actually happened, given the fact that we should have got him at the beginning of the season. To be dead honest, I was an advocate of potentially going after him and getting him so that Geno had somewhat of a safety blanket, someone that he was familiar with, that could help us with some of these types of situations. And it obviously it's just not a move that we pulled off. And so, but Again, I don't like playing the what ifs, but got batted down. We sit here, we lose 29-30. It's tough. But at the end of the day, shout out to Gino. At least he had a little bit of a comeback. Yes, Brock Bowers, Chris, to your point, and Severe, I think you touched on it. Like Brock Bowers, that's a massive safety blanket for any quarterback. You know, he came out, did his thing, and shout out to him. We'll go down to the receivers and just kind of how they played as well. So, LS, man, appreciate you throwing a super chat out there. You're saying lose out, and we're guaranteed a top 2 pick. Shit, who would get number 1? I mean, the Jets finally won last week. Are the Jets still top pick right now?
Only got one. I think Titans still only got one too, right?
Titans got one. Yeah, Jets and Titans got one. What do the Dolphins have more than one? They have one too, or they have 2?
Yeah, because they upset somebody. Because they won what last week? Was it last week they won?
They won last week.
I think so. Not this week, but I thought they won last week. I think I'd have to.
Sorry, who?
The Dolphins.
Nah, I think they still lost.
Dolphins won last week. They mopped up the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. Yep.
They killed my parlay.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah,
they called you and be like, "Should I put money on the Falcons?"
Yeah,
bro.
It was last week. It was last week or the week prior. I thought they just
it was
lost.
last week.
There's somebody put. Because there's somebody, I remember we was talking about after Tua made those comments. Like I think somebody beat the brakes off the Dolphins. Maybe that was a week prior to that. Then somebody beat the brakes off the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think that was a week before that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was I think
they had to have lost. Because I remember Mike McDaniel. This past game, they just lost. Mike McDaniel had that. They
beat the Falcons. They beat the Falcons, and then all of a sudden,
this week they lost. They played Thursday. They lost this week.
Yeah, they played Thursday night.
Oh, it was Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
I know they just got mopped up because.
It was Thursday.
Play,
like
Mike McDaniel, Mike Tua threw a pass, and Mike, you can see Mike McDaniel was like I'm about to get fired. Like I've seen anything now get fired.
And then they fired the GM, not him.
Yeah, they fired Chris. Yeah, I think they said they were sticking with Mike McDaniel. See, they did what the Raiders should have did with Josh McDaniels, where they're going to keep Mike McDaniels. Like, hey, you know what? If we lose out this season, we just get a better pick. So, what's the point of firing this dude? We're gonna make you stay. We're gonna make you stay and coach this team. We pay you to coach. We're gonna make you coach.
Huh. Man, LS, man, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there, man. Taddy's got a question for you, Severe. What QB do you want? I think he's obviously talking about draft. If we get that spot, man, I know you've been watching a lot of the quarterbacks, man. Who's just real quick your top guys that you're looking out for?
Still Dante Moore, still my number one guy. I'm warming up a little bit to Ty Simpson. It just his starts. He's only 1 year, so that kind of concerns me a little bit. Mateer, and I'm kind of warming up too. Mendoza, I'm wary of Mendoza, man. Mendoza is a cyborg. Mendoza is just not a real. He's not a real human being. I don't believe he's an actual person. Just everything about him is so scripted, and when he gets into a real locker room with real people, when he has to be a real leader, how is that going to fly? And I don't think he has that ability. Just everything is. He's in a very controlled environment right now, and I don't think once he has to step outside of that, I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and hey Chris, any quarterbacks you're looking at college level wise as of right now?
No, I don't want none of them.
So here's the thing, and we're going to talk about it in just a second because Vegas Sinister, man, you're saying now we can't keep firing a head coach after one season. Here's the thing. Pete Carroll's 74 years old. Yeah. The Raiders have put us in this situation where we need to start looking at a head coach now. He may not be around next year or the year after. We don't have a head coach that we can hang on for the next 12 years, 15 years. So we need to start looking now. That's the problem. That's the situation we're put in. That's what sucks. And Tad's following up. And what young OC would you want to pair with your young QB?
Young OC. No, I've been all about hiring Michael Floor as our head coach. I said that before we hired a 74-year-old grandfather as our head coach, that we should have hired a guy like Michael Floor. He coached under Shanahan and he's coached under McVay. I mean, you talk about two of the best offensive minds in the league. Well, bang, you got it right there in one. Plus, he has a brother that's been a pretty successful head coach for a while also. So I think he's a guy that should have had consideration before. If we hire him, I'm sure we'll probably pluck somebody from the Rams organization that, probably whoever is their passing game coordinator, whoever is their QB coach or assistant QB coach will probably be the offensive coordinator. But that's what I would do. Or if we go a different route, let's say we go with a guy like Brian Flores as a head coach, they say like that. I wouldn't mind, Brian Flores, maybe pair him with a guy like Dayball, who's likely going to get fired with the Giants. I think Dayball was a pretty good offensive coordinator when he was doing that exclusively. Or Mike McDaniel. I think he was a pretty good offensive coordinator in San Francisco, even though he didn't call plays under Shanahan. I think, he did a pretty good job in that role up there. So it's a few guys out there that I would, have under consideration once we get Pete Carroll to leave this head coaching job, to step down, walk away.
Get him to leave. Here's the thing. There's actually one guy that I'm actually starting to pay more and more attention to. It's just really, in all honesty, up until just the last couple of weeks. Clint Kubiak. I'd be really curious because here's the thing. And we might be derailing for just a second. My bad, I'm throwing stuff up there. I'm trying to set up my YouTube at the same time. There's something that I always try to pay attention to when it comes to head coaches. You look at Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak has literally been in the NFL in some capacity as a position coach, as an assistant, whatever it may be, since 2012.
Yeah.
So he's been in NFL organizations. If you look at some of these other coaches that have kind of had that success, right? Like Ben Johnson, right?
Yeah.
It remains to be seen just how successful he's going to be. But he's been in organizations for 10 plus years in the NFL. He hasn't hopped from the college to the pros, or what have you. Clint Kubiak has had a very, very consistent stint in the NFL as it relates to just positional coach or passing game coordinator. He's been under Kyle Shanahan. I believe he was with the Rams, for 1 year. So that's one guy that I'm very interested to see just kind of what move does he potentially make next year. A lot of people are saying that he will probably stay one more year as an offensive coordinator. That's what some people are saying. Who knows? Depending on just kind of what this head coaching cycle looks like. But man, that's one guy I'm definitely starting to keep my eye on is Clint Kubiak because he's got the resume.
Didn't he get fired last year?
He was the offensive coordinator for the Saints last year.
Yes, I'm sorry. He got fired mid-season, right? Yeah. Or
no, it's true because he was the Seattle OC last year, Seattle OC this year, but prior to that, he was the OC for the Saints.
Okay.
And then it basically got fired, or let go. I think it was didn't they have a head coaching change?
I think
he was just let go because of a head coaching change.
They fired him mid-season. They fired him. But he started out with. Now I think I want to say it was I think it was last year. They started out like 2 games in a row. I think they beat the Cowboys like 40 something. Then they beat another team and put up like 40 something too. And people are, oh my God, Clint Kubiak. And then just it all fell off the rails after that. So I think they ended up firing him. I think they fired him before the season, and then the coach obviously got fired at the end of the season. Yeah.
So again, a guy that I am now just kind of keeping on my radar just a little bit. We lost Chris. We'll see if Chris pops back in. But let's kind of get down to appreciate everybody else kind of rocking with us. Double tap that screen if you can. We got over 130 people in the building. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Hit that like button. You got the Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, RealTalk Raider Nation. Chris is going to come back with us. He's Protection Show podcast, man. Make sure you guys hit up everybody. Show some support, man. We're trying to hit you guys on a Sunday after a tough loss, 29-30. We're going to kind of keep ripping through these stats, man. We appreciate everybody popping in with us. If you guys have a question or a comment, something like that, hit that hashtag Raiders. It catches my eye. We'll try to do our best to kind of bring it up on that screen, but we definitely appreciate everybody popping in. We kind of went over Geno a little bit. Real quick, last comment in here. Mopar Maniac. Geno played well, but it's too late. But little too late. His mistakes came at the most inopportune times. The only hard part is, batted pass sometimes just isn't on that quarterback. So it sucks. It's tough, but I'm with you. Got a lot of times when the losses happen, it falls on the quarterback. What up, Sacktown? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in. All right. Let's get down to the run game. We got Genty. Genty pops off. We're going to talk about run game and a little bit of the passing. So 13 carries, 42 yards, 3.2 average. His longest carry was of 13 yards. Gino obviously scrambled a little bit. Nobody else really got some carries. Ashton Genty had 5 receptions for 47 yards, 9.4 average. Got that one touchdown. That one touchdown pass. So here's my thing. Chat, let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders. Let me know what your thoughts are of the Genty performance. I'll try to do my best, bring it up on the screen. But man, Severe, I'm going to throw it to you first. Thoughts? Genty, how do you do? 13 carries, 42 yards. Man, what's your thoughts overall?
Subpar again. I mean, subpar again, hitting the backfield several times. He ran into the back of blockers. It's times when he had opportunities to make people miss an open field, and he didn't do it. Still seeing the same issues he's been having all year in terms of vision problems, but also, we're not really giving him a lot of runway to get going. If you give him some runway to get going, he can be effective. If you're asking him to make a cuts in the backfield and find open lanes himself, he's not being effective at it. His best run of the day, he wasn't touched until 6-7 yards downfield. So like that's where he's at his best. When he's asked to do a lot, or it's a lot on him, he can't do it. And I mean, obviously that's unfortunate because you draft a guy at 6. You expect him to be able to create yardage for you and not be at the whims of whatever the offensive line is in front of him. 100%. Obviously, every running back needs the O-line to do some of their part, but he needs them to essentially like clear a clear path for him, like right in front of him. He doesn't know how to have to cut back or make a guy just deceive a linebacker to a different. Like he has to have it right in front of him, and if it's not right in front of him, he's not effective. And that was evidenced again today. So I mean, we're gonna have to do something on the offensive line because at this point, he's too big of an investment at 6 to give up on.
No, he is, without question, man. Chris, back with us, man. We're just talking about Genty. Not sure if you heard me kind of rip through his stats. 13 carries, 42 yards, 3.2 average, along with 13. Had 5 catches for 47 yards. Obviously had that catch for a touchdown, man. I'm going to kind of give my take on it in just a second. But, Chris, man, thoughts on Genty? How do you think he did? His performance? What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, so I think, he did okay. To be honest, I wish would have gave him some more carries. To be honest, there was a couple times that I think that, we had opportunity to kind of keep that defense off balance a little bit, and we didn't do it. But the thing is with him, it's like when he has the ball in his hand and he's out in space, like he can make some things happen, but it's just like he still doesn't have like that home run ability, like that I see from Bijan and Gibbs and stuff like that. So it's like when they get the ball out in the open, you're just like, oh, what can happen? Like with Genty, it's just I don't know. He just don't give you that same feeling, man. But I will say, I've been rough on him all year. But being drafted at number 6, we're gonna have those high expectations. I mean, he's who I thought he was, for the most part. Like he could break some tackles sometimes. If there's a hole there, he can hit it and get some yards. But as far as being like that true like home run threat, anything like that, he just does not have that ability. And honest, I think the line played pretty well for the most part today. So I can't even act like the line, didn't hold up their end. I mean, of course there was some plays that, they probably wish they could have back, but yeah, so that's kind of with Genty is like, he's pretty much who I thought he was.
Yeah. I think I said in our chat, he's David Montgomery. A little bit more speed, but he's basically David Montgomery.
Hey, here's the thing, right? And Chris, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of that because you got Reese, you're saying Genty had a chance to bounce outside near the goal line, read the DN, crashing. That's an easy bounce out tight end touchdown. Here's the thing is, when you get down the goal line, you want your number 6 overall pick to capitalize on an opportunity when you're on that 1 yard line, 2 yard line, get your ass in the end zone.
Yeah.
And you get stuffed at the goal line or at the line of scrimmage. Sorry, not even at the goal line. Like
by a corner.
Yeah.
I think a corner stuff.
Yeah.
Like all this talk about the offensive line, I get it. And this is something we've been saying for a long time. This is what we've been saying since Genty was drafted is when you pick somebody number 6 overall, especially like a running back, you got to make your own magic. You got to find your own success at times. And Genty's not doing it. Yeah. Does he break a tackle here and there? But he's not doing anything different than a 4th round pick would do.
Yeah.
Like there's late round picks. There's guys that were picked in the 4th or 5th round in multiple drafts that can do what Genty does, if not better. Like we got all hung up on the fact that he's running guys over in the preseason. That's great. It'll make you jump out your seat for a second, but it don't win you football games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not seeing anything special. Even the touchdown catch. He caught the touchdown in the backfield. That's great. He made the first man miss. That was great.
That was great. Was probably the poorest tackling effort I've ever seen in my life.
It wasn't great. I'm with you.
He's arm tackling a running back. Like, come on.
But go back and look at that unbiased, I guess I don't know if that's how you say it. But look at it in a way that's just a good running back making a good play. It's not a great running back. It's not generational. It's not somebody that is now all of a sudden going to take over a game. That's just a good running back making a good move, made the first man miss, and he got in that end zone. Great. But the thing is that there's nothing that Genty's doing right now that is like, oh shit, he's worth that number 6 overall pick. And we're 8 games into the season. Now, it's a rookie year. I get it. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, take it easy. He's a rookie. But at the same time, Severe, you say it all the time. The running back position is one of the easiest transferable positions from college to the pros.
Right.
And we're just not seeing it. I'm not seeing the worth of a number 6 overall pick right now. And could we give him the ball more? We could. But I'm just wondering if Chip Kelly's looking up there and going, man, if I keep giving him the ball, he's not doing anything special. So now I got to be very, very balanced in the way that I run this play call because he's not doing anything that special. And that's what is becoming so frustrating watching him. Right. Because I want to see him rip one off. Like I want to see that 60-yarder that he took against Chicago. Even though the O-line did an amazing job, he was untouched for 12, 13 yards and broke the safety's tackle and ripped off a touchdown. But I want to see more of that dynamic player that we thought we were going to potentially get, or at least 95% of the fan base thought we were going to get number 6 overall. I think the 3 people you're seeing up here knew that wasn't necessarily the case. That was going to be a very far-fetched, kind of fantasy a little bit. But I'm still waiting for it. And right now, I'm seeing an okay running back. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So,
right.
Do you guys agree? Disagree?
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, like there was a play early in the game where they threw another swing pass where he was 1-on-1 with the guy and he got tackled for like a 2-yard gain. Like it's like you can't tell me you're special or generational or elite. Don't tell me it's your O-line when you have an opportunity in space to make one guy miss. And you can't do it. Like obviously, the swing pass, the guy took a bad angle and he made a poor effort tackling. So he was able to break that tackle, and then he was untouched after that. Right? Everybody was blocked up, so you basically walked into the end zone. But when you have to make your own, make your own magic, as you put it, like the magic ain't there. The magic ain't there. This is Magic Johnson in what 93? Like Magic is gone. Magic is gone.
Exactly, man. It's just tough. It's tough because man, you're just you're sitting on the edge of your seat. You're just hoping you're going to start to see that that great running back kind of come out.
Right. And that's the thing, man. It's like when you look around the league and you just see other running backs that just have it. I mean, honestly, even when you watch ETN, like you see that like when ETN gets in space, like he could he's still dangerous enough. You know, like his thing is just like staying healthy, but like he has that home run ability. Like he made some big plays today. It's just and again, man, I don't want to just bash the kid, man, you know, and I want him to develop into a good running back, but it's like being picked where you're picked, you're just always going to have that, you know, we're going to always be that critic, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Red Mess, man, I see a little pushback saying Ashton is great. Hard part is, man, there's nothing that you can't. There's running backs that have had rough O lines that when they're great, they make plays happen. Ashton Genty can't make his own plays happen. That doesn't equal to great. If you're telling me that he's struggling because the O line is garbage, that means he's not great. That means that he's just okay.
Yeah.
That means that he needs a great O-line to be good.
Which is fine. Because a lot of running backs do. But like when you want to start talking about great, that's a whole different conversation. That's all we're saying.
That's even more different conversation.
Oh yeah.
More of a different conversation.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like people like to bring up, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs had like 900 as a number 2 back. Jahmyr Gibbs had 900 some yards. He had over 1,000 all-purpose yards as a rookie, as the second back in the system. Saquon as a rookie, people like to bring up, say, "Oh, look at Saquon, he didn't do anything." Saquon's issue was he couldn't stay healthy. Saquon first year in the league, being picked top 3, he led the league in scrimmage yards. Not rookies, not running backs. Led the entire NFL in scrimmage yards. So don't compare Ashton Genty to Saquon or to Jahmyr Gibbs or whoever these other people want to compare him to, because these guys were more effective and showed more than he has thus far. He's had one really good game, and but the part of that really good game was one really big run. It's like outside of that, he's been a good player. Like, you know, he's been okay. He's pretty good. This kid can be our starting running back. But like, he hasn't been special. Hasn't been. I'm like, man, we have to take that guy at in the top 10. Right. I don't know what we'd have done if we didn't take him. Like, no, like you can see Brock Bowers. Like, damn, you know what? This guy is special. Like this guy. I don't like drafting tight ends in the first round, but goddamn, look at Brock Bowers. Not a tight end. He's an alien. All right, so you see what this guy instantly he comes here and Geno looks like an average quarterback. Like Brock Bowers wasn't here and Geno looks like the worst quarterback you've ever seen in your life. So he makes an impact immediately. I don't see that with Genty. Right.
I'm with you, man. Dre, you're saying, how did the safety McCollum look today? Didn't McCollum
he's 27, right? 27.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah, he was all right.
He made some plays early. He made some plays early.
Right.
I don't remember late in the game, but he made some plays early.
Don't worry, Dre. What I'll do, check in with us on Wednesday. I'm going to look at the game film. I'll let you know exactly how he looked. I promise you. But Greg in the bill, what's going on, man? We might need a better O-line. Like a top offensive tackle. I want Francis Maigoa, Isaiah World, or one of the 2 Utah offensive tackles. All right, man. Hey, we're gonna start. We're 2-6. We might start talking.
We're getting close, fellas.
Draft.
We're getting close.
Draft. God damn it!
Getting close. Draft. Who's gonna be the next Willie Lampkin, baby? We gonna find you.
Oh man, don't bring back good memories. Hey, that whole Willie Lampkin run for us was a good memory. That was good stuff.
Hey, with the Eagles too, man. How did Howie Roseman do it, man?
But went with the Rams, a good organization, and then got swooped up by the Eagles, another good organization. It's like, makes sense. Yeah. Jason, what's going on, brother? But if your defense can't get off the field and give the offense some chances, that time of possession was crazy. I think our time of possession was actually no. Let me take a look at it real quick. I think the time of possession. It's team stats. I think it's pretty lopsided. Yeah, so we had 26 minutes versus their 42. Yeah, time of possession was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Let me go back to our stats. But look, again, at the end of the day, that's the hard part. We need to kind of start at this point. If we don't start stringing wins together, man, it's gonna be a tough road for the rest of the season. And shit, we're this is week 8. Now we're going to week 9. It's gonna be a tough road. Let's kind of get to the receiving stats. Brock Bowers, he's back.
Yes.
12 receptions, 127 yards. That's a damn good average. 10.6 average, 3 touchdowns. Man, 27 long on 13 targets. Only one missed target. That's crazy. Genty was second. So Genty definitely got some of his touches, which was good. Trey Tucker, 3 catches, 38 yards. Had a pretty crucial drop, I think, late in the game, if I remember correctly. Decent average there. Michael Mayer had 7 targets, man. So they were definitely trying to go after him as well, which was good to see, just kind of get him involved. Jacoby Myers, 4 catches, 23 yards, 5.8 average, man. So, Chris, man, I'm going to throw it to you first. Obviously, Brock Bowers comes back. You kind of see that passing game starting to gel a little bit, man. In your opinion, man, how good was it seeing Brock Bowers kind of come back and come off an injury?
Oh no, it was great, man. To be honest, I'm always like Brock. And the thing is, you can definitely tell a difference of how he was today compared to early on in the season. You can just tell he was kind of out there. He was trying to give it his all, but his body wouldn't let him. But you could tell he was moving, cutting, outrunning people. So it was good to see, man. And again, he made everyone else around him better. I was a little disappointed Jacoby didn't have a better game. I feel like there was a couple balls he could have caught. But I think, overall, just having Brock out there, the defensive coordinator has to scheme up his scheme completely different with him out there compared to if they're not. So
yeah, man. Hey, Brock definitely just kind of opens up the playbook a little bit.
does.
You know what I'm saying? Overall, which is great. So I think Jason, you're saying that, like I said, Brock can make any bad quarterback look good. Hey, tight ends can be a damn good safety blanket for a quarterback, without question, man. Severe, man, thoughts on Brock Bowers? Actually, real quick, sorry, just want to address the one comment right quick. Let's see. Raider Man, she's saying that doesn't mean Genty is trash.
We're not
you
saying
doesn't
he's
him
trash,
go
man.
somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Chris said, like, you'll never hear us say he's trash.
Yeah.
You'll never hear us say he's trash. But you're always comparing him to a number 6 overall pick.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's where it's tough. So you're never gonna hear us say he's trash. If he goes to Eagles or he goes behind a damn good offensive line, he could be an absolute stud.
Yeah, probably will be.
You know what I'm saying? But he needs a good old line.
Exactly.
Just like any running back. That's why the three of us, you see us on here, we've always been a caveat. We've always been a fan of draft somebody in the 2nd, 3rd round.
Exactly.
Prioritize the offensive line or build the offensive line. Running back is always a complementary position. They need assets around them to find success. If you don't have it, success may not come. So you'll never hear us say he's trash. But
yeah, exactly. We're comparing him to what people told us he was. People said he would come in the league and be a top 5 back. He's gonna come in and he was generational. He was the best back. He was better than I was told. Because somebody told me he was better than Saquon. That the only team they would take Saquon on over him, or it was the Lions and the Eagles. Other than that, he'd take Genty on every other of the 30 teams in the NFL. Like, people were saying stuff like this, that he's going to be the best Raider running back since Darren McFadden. He was better than Darren McFadden. And people were saying all this stuff. Okay, now it's time to put up or shut up. And, he's not putting up. I think he's a good player. I don't draft good running backs in the top 10. Like, if you better be the best damn running back of all time. You better be in conversation with one of the best running backs we've ever seen if I'm going to draft you at 6. And so far, he's not in that conversation. He's not even in the realm of that conversation.
He's not, man. But Severe, man, thoughts? Brock Bowers, 12 catches, 127 yards, came out 3 touchdowns, brother. How are you feeling about Brock Bowers and really just the passing game overall this game?
Brock Bowers is a menace, man. Brock Bowers is a menace. He's a mismatch. Whoever you put out there on him, he could linebackers, could corners, could safeties. They couldn't stop him, and they did some nice stuff. They schemed some nice stuff up for him too, to kind of give him some opportunities to get open. So it was Brock, but it was also Chip Kelly in his bag as well. So we want to give credit where credit's due. A lot of our yards, especially outside of the passes to Brock, But just about everything was underneath. You know, a lot of those passes to Genty was stuff that was everything was bottled up, and they was essentially just leaving Genty alone. Like he's by himself a lot of times. So it was dump offs. Like it was easy yardage there. So you know, if they're going to continue to do that, you know, like you said, you don't go broke putting money in the bank. So if they're going to continue to leave that underneath stuff open, then we need to continue to take advantage of it, whether it be Genty, whether I think we hit Big Mike on some underneath stuff as well. Like if they're going to keep leaving that wide open, keep taking advantage of it. So I think, you know, obviously Geno looked the best he's looked since week 1. And what's the common denominator there is that, you know, starting week 1, we had a healthy Brock Bowers. Starting this week, we had a healthy Brock Bowers. You know, it's not a coincidence.
Yeah, man. And what up, Jeff? What's going on? What's happening, man? In the building? What's going on? Here's my thing, man. You know, you look at Brock Bowers, and Brock Bowers just reminds me, as much as I think this player kind of molded the tight end position, just kind of how it is today, but like the old school Dallas Clark. You know, a guy that, I mean, you could literally just put him in any position, put him in any area of the field. This guy could just take it and go. And you love it. You love the fact that you have a player like that. Damn it, man. I just wish we could string some good draft classes together, some good talent, and turn this into wins.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've said it before, and I hate to be so goddamn negative, but we're 2-6 at this point. It's like, damn, like, I just don't want to see years wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's great to see him. He's a stud. I love it. But damn, so far that's got us 4 wins, and we're at 2 wins right now. You know, and so I hope that we can kind of turn this thing around for the sake of just some of our studs, the players that we have on this team that we know could take us to the promised land. We just got to build around them, unfortunately. But man, Brock's an absolute stud. Good to see Genty getting the ball in the passing game. He had that catch coming out of the backfield for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Really good seeing him get involved in the passing game. I want to see them just kind of get him in open space a little bit more. But the thing is that even though I've been preaching it for weeks before the season ever started to kind of get him in open space, you know, it's hard to just know how much is he going to do in open space. You know, we get him there. He had the 1 touchdown, which is great. You know, you made the first guy miss, but it's like, man, I want to see just like an electric player. Like he's not, unfortunately, get him in open space isn't going to equate to like some of these running backs like a James Cook. You get James Cook in open space,
yeah,
that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I was hoping we'd see Genty possibly be.
Or A-Chain.
Yeah.
When he healthy. That's nothing.
But you know what though? Like honestly, I get more excited when like Mostert is in space.
Oh man.
I mean, like Mostert still has a burst. You know what I'm saying?
So like, he's on a kickoff.
Right. So it's like, and again, I think Genty, you know, he'll always have a role in this league, man. But you know, when you need someone to hit that home run or make it that exciting play, I just don't know if he has it in him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I hope he can get it, but I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I hope so too, man. LS, man, throwing a super chat out there, man. Appreciate it. Saying, let's not forget that JJ ran for 1,650 in 2022 with James. Oh, yeah. Shit. James Bard. Alec Bars. Luminor, Parham Miller, hardly an elite line. That's what elite running back does.
Hey, look, man, we be giving Parham a lot of mess. As Parham got hurt, the second cap again in the game, if we get a penalty, I was like, bro, like I heard Parham all day. As soon as this dude get in the game, bro, and not only did he get a penalty, but he got somebody else blamed for it. They blamed it on Brock. Like, bro, it was clearly you. Oh, this is wild. Man,
bring back some memories with that was a rough old line. Alex Bars, man, that was almost as bad as Cody Whitehair. Almost as bad.
You hated Cody Whitehair.
I hated Cody Whitehair. I was so pissed only because I knew Meredith was sitting behind him. I was so mad. Yeah, that's old shit. That's old shit. God damn, man. LS, man, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there. Greg, man, you coming out here? You're saying we do need a complimentary running back to Genty, like a 6 foot, 200-pound running back. Chris, real quick, where's your boy from Michigan? God damn, from last year.
Who's talking about Mullins?
Yeah, Mullins.
Do
you know where he went?
Titans.
It was the Titans. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't know if he's been active though.
Really?
Probably ain't been active. Ain't no point in putting no wear and tear on him.
Right.
Oh man, not this one.
Keep him in the factory. Keep him factory sealed. It's like, bro,
but Greg, to your comment, man, that's something we were, a lot of us were talking about, early during the draft. It's like, yeah, if you get Genty, okay, but you kind of want.
Yeah, he was on IR. He's been on IR.
Oh, okay. But like Mullins would have been a great.
Oh yeah.
1-2 punch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that bigger running back to just kind of get those short yardage carries, and then Genty just can be kind of like that shiftier back on first or second down.
Honestly, or even Ollie Gordon. I've kind of been watching Ollie Gordon for Miami. He run hard.
He does.
That dude run hard, man. Like at least for that role, like on the goal line, he would have got in there. Got in there.
But the thing I don't like is because then you got like essentially like two non-threats, like non-home run hitters.
Not for sure.
I want to do that. If you gonna have, like I said, if Genty, he's David Montgomery. He can be David Montgomery. He can be Knuckles. We need Sonic. You feel me? So and that's
yeah. But that's the thing. But if Genty is like gonna be that type of back, he has to be able to punch it in on the goal line. Has to. Because what do we got you for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be that. Essentially that big back. You got to.
But and that's also why I think Severe, I think you might have thrown out a stat, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and I'm sitting there going, look, like almost every single team has a dual back system.
Yes.
Every single team. Look at TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson is now in a backfield. There's some injuries right now, but to start out, he was in a backfield of a mix of running backs.
3 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got him in the second round. So even though they prioritized a second round pick, they still have him in a rotation in that backfield. That's just what running back rooms are nowadays. Because the thing is running backs get hurt. The lifespan of a running back is not very long whatsoever. So if you want to prioritize a running back, then you get somebody that can prolong their career by not making them the featured back. You take some of the aspects the qualities that they have, and bring that to the forefront so that you can find some success. But at the same time, you're going to have a dual back system. You're going to have multiple running backs just in case one goes down, because running backs go down day in and day out. And you don't want to just carry all that weight on one running back, and all of a sudden now your running back room's to shit. I mean, look, with Mostert, Mostert was great a couple years ago. But the thing is, if Genty goes down, who do we got? You're going to ride the back of Mostert? Ain't going to happen. You're going to ride the back of Dylan Labe, Zamir White? It ain't going to happen. This is why you need a dual back system, and this is why you don't prioritize a running back in the first round, because it's a short lifespan.
And we have nobody. Like even today, right? The Patriots, they're down. They picked up Gibson from the Commanders. He's been out. Ramondre Stevenson was their lead back. He's been out. But even with only having TreVeyon Henderson, who's a rookie, I think they have a rookie like undrafted guy like Terrell Jennings, something like that. He's on the practice squad. They still ran the ball 33 times, right? TreVeyon ran 14. The other guy ran 11. I think somebody else got, or maybe Drake may have had a few carries in there too, right? But that's what you want to do. People are, oh man, we need to give the ball to Genty 25 times, 20 times. If you give Genty the ball 20 times over a 17-game season, that's like 240 carries. 340 carries. 340. People talk about how John Gruden ran Cadillac Williams into the ground. He only had 290 as a rookie. You want this to give Genty, coming off an historic workload at Boise State, coming into the NFL and give him another 340 carries. The same guy that after his first real big NFL hit, he had a stinger. Like, my God, I never been hit like that before. Yeah, bro, you never been hit by a real NFL player before. Your first time you got hit for real, you had to go to the blue tent. You had a stinger saying you never experienced it before. We want to put 340 carries on this guy, and then we drafted at 6. No, bro, we need this thing. We need this thing to last. We need this. This is a Keith Sweat, baby. We need to make it last forever. You know what I mean? Like we need to. Like, if he's gonna be our guy, or like, hey, we need to balance that workload with another back. Obviously, we were hoping it was gonna be Zamir. He wasn't. It was ineffective. So. That's why we should have drafted or grabbed another young guy in the deepest running back class of all time. Maybe you take another running back instead of taking a quarterback from FCS that you want to turn into a wide receiver and then only give him 4 months. And then when he doesn't instantly become an NFL level receiver, you have to get rid of. Like maybe instead of doing that, you take a running back at that point. Maybe that would have been a smarter investment.
That's the best lead into turf. In the building, the FCS master. Man, what was that? South Dakota? All the Dakotas? What's going on, Turf? What's
Montana
happening,
State. It's Montana State. That's what Tommy Millett. He's from Tommy Millett's school. He was about to get that jersey. I'm glad my guy Turf saved his money on
that. What up, Turf? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in. All came and saying Will Putnam came in for Parham. Wild stuff. That is wild. So I did see it. I forget. It was down the goal line at one point, and Parham wasn't in. I was like, who the hell is in there? I knew it wasn't Kappa because the thing was Kappa never played left guard before.
Yeah, he's always right. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, who the hell is in for Parham? But then Parham came in right after, so he was only out for like a couple plays. Yeah. But for Will Putnam to come in and is Caleb Rogers, was he active? He wasn't on the injury report.
I think he was active. I think he was active.
Yeah, I think he was.
So you're telling me that your third round rookie is going to come in or is not going to come in? You're going to put in Will Putnam, which is a backup center, which was trash in preseason. What the hell's going on with our rookies?
That's what I'm saying. Like I was upset that they made Thornton inactive.
Yes,
for Lockett. Like I know Thornton is disappointed, but what are we doing?
Dre said he wasn't active. So he was on. Because I know Pegues and Hemingway was. So he said Caleb Rogers was inactive as well.
He was inactive?
He was inactive.
He was inactive.
That doesn't make any sense, though. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Because he's your backup center. You have 2 other guys that play center. Like Parham played center. Jackson Powers apparently Pete Carroll memory hold Jackson Powers Johnson ever playing center because he has no recollection of him ever being able to do it because he refuses to let the man do it at all. So maybe that's what he's thinking. He's like, I have no other center on this team besides Will Putnam because he refuses to let Parham or Jackson do it. I just don't get it. Like this, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But hopefully going forward, like we can get Gritty Vance. We can get Gritty Vance on the field. We can get McCollum, who we just picked. Didn't we just pick him up? We just picked McCollum off the street. We can get these guys in like meaningful snaps, not even like special team snap, real meaningful snaps. Tommy Eichenberg was in there on defensive snaps.
He was.
But we can't get Caleb Rogers in the game when Parham is hurt. This is wild. Hey, I'm in Glaze. I'm here. I'm here to entertain, man. I'm I'm here all week.
Right. With the Key Sweat references. I love it. Greg, you're saying Jordan Meredith had a dumb play. I'm gonna check out that game film. We'll see. Trust me. The O-line hasn't played, amazing, but look, I think they're playing good enough to make things happen. We scored 30 points or 29 points. You're doing all right. We'll definitely check out that game film without question.
Hey, Greg, I guarantee that's not going to be one of the clip plays, though. We won't see the Meredith play. That won't be one of the ones that's selected.
Don't you talk like that. Don't you talk like that. I'll show Meredith.
On the cutting room floor, like
his ass out. Don't you worry.
Nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see.
I didn't have enough. We didn't have time to get to every clip today.
All I know is my boy. We're about to talk about some defense. My boy Adam Butler decided to show up all of a sudden.
Oh man,
All right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I know Butler. He was killing. He was killing.
Yeah. Xavier, man, in the bill, man, you're saying could the problem be Chip with the rotations? I don't know, man. I don't even notice the rotations, to be honest with you. Chris, any thoughts on that? Honestly, I don't even notice the rotations.
He's talking about the rotation as far as what?
I would assume running back, maybe.
The backs. Yeah. I feel like with the running back, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I feel like, Genty gets I feel like Genty's on the field more than a lot of the other teams starting running backs.
Much.
Yeah, because
that count is probably
yeah, for sure. Because I know like you, even you watch, someone like Jacobs, like now it's like they alternate series pretty much. Him and his backup, like a lot of these teams are doing that. So Genty's out there. So
Emmanuel Wilson. Remember that name?
Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, so I'm not sure what rotation he's talking about.
Yeah, I would assume running backs, but Genty's out there a lot. Look, this is not the game to be hating on Chip. Man. This is not a Chip Kelly bash Chip Kelly day. He was in his bag as a player. And it's not like we even did anything like super drastic in terms of like new wrinkle. The only new real wrinkle I saw was we gave Brock Bowers a handoff, but we couldn't do that before because Brock Bowers hobbled. So we wasn't going to be doing that while he was hurt anyway. So that's the only new thing. Other than that, it was a lot of the same stuff. We kept everything short. Just now we executed better. And so we got better results. The play calls weren't much different. It was just better execution. And we had better players on the field, obviously, with Brock.
It was. And kind of go back. We'll go back and look at the game film and just kind of see, just really how many missed reads were there. Maybe Geno wasn't missing as many reads, knowing that, man, his number one read is going to be Brock. If Brock is open, he's hitting it, and that's where he's going to be able to shine. So, we'll definitely look back.
But this is the same thing I said with y'all, and I've been very consistent with this. So this is not that people, you're a Chip homer. I said this under Josh McDaniels, that people have a black and white view of play calling, where if the play is successful, it's a good play call. And if the play is not successful, it's a bad play call. And that's not a good way to look at things. It's not a good way to look at things because sometimes it's a good play call that breaks down because of execution. And you can't blame a play caller for that. And people would blame Josh McDaniels all the time for things that are out of it. I can scheme the guy wide ass. Oh, perfect example, the last play of the game. There are three people open. Tyler Lockett was open, Jacoby was open, Brock was open. And the play was still a batted ball. Is that Chip's fault? No, it's not his fault. It just wasn't executed properly. So some things are out of the play caller's control. Can play callers do things to mitigate risk and put guys in better positions or put them in optimal positions? Yes, and I think he's done that. And yet still, guys still weren't executing. So it's not a lot a play caller can do in that situation.
Yeah, I'm not going to kind of go back, in history, but to your point, you remember the Broncos game last year where everybody said Luke Getsy sucks because Brock Bowers disappeared? Why aren't you getting him the ball? But we went in that following week. We broke down the game film, and there were literally 5-6 times where Brock Bowers was wide open, and you can tell it was a design play to him, and Minshew just even looked at him and didn't even pull the trigger. Looked off of him and went somewhere else, and we're sitting there going, everybody goes, well, Luke Getsy sucks because you're not getting Brock Bowers the ball. I'm like, holy shit, no, he's wide open. Exactly. 4 or 5 plays, it's designed to go to him, and Minshew just isn't pulling the trigger. That was so many times last season. Now, it's up to the OC, quarterback coach, to make sure the ball gets out and goes in the right direction. So they still, shoulder some blame.
Exactly.
But to your point, Severe, it's like that. We showed that all last year. It's like, look, just because it's not a successful play doesn't mean the play caller isn't dialing up something that can work. We've even shown it this year, earlier in the season, where receivers are wide open, but Geno is just not seeing it and not pulling the trigger. Yeah. So that is a good point. So we're gonna jump over the defense. Be easy. PG has to go. We're about to go to the defensive side. The Jags, they averaged about 20 points per game going into this game. They put up they put up 30 points on us. Man, they went up and down that field. Even that opening drive of overtime went down and scored that touchdown. So we're going to talk about the defense. Show low, man. Even though I called up my boy Adam Butler, you want to talk about the missed tackle on ETN? I get it. Yeah, that was bad. I get it. He should have wrapped up. But look, at the end of the day, that's what's tough. We can take a look at the stats. I'm gonna rip off the stats in just a second, but that defense, they got to start to tighten things up a little bit. Sometimes offense don't produce, then defense don't produce. Man, it looks like it's just kind of changing tables depending on what game we're playing. But you got Devin White leading total tackles, 16-8 solo. You got Darian Porter coming up. 10 total tackles, 8 solo, man. Shot to him coming up. It's not good when you're corner and safety.
Right. Not what you want to see. But he was involved in the run game. He was involved in the run game. I saw him make a few tackles in the run game. That's also not something ideally you want to see. I honestly don't want to see a corner making tackles in the run game often, because sometimes it means guy got past defensive line, past the linebackers into the secondary. But he was sticking his nose in there. I think it was good. It's a good showing. Caillou Blue Kelly should never see the field again.
Right. For sure.
Exactly. Jeremy Chin getting involved, Isaiah Palomau, 9 tackles, 7 solo. Jeremy Chin, 7 tackles, 4 solo. Atlanta Roberts, 6, 4 solo. Adam Butler getting involved with 5 tackles, 4 solo. Eric Stokes kind of getting there a little bit. Now, look, we'll talk about the guys up top, but I will say, man, Max Crosby looked like he was doing his thing. Chat, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the defensive players as a whole. Obviously, Devin White leading the stat box when it comes to tackles. But, man, Max Crosby came like he was coming with a purpose this game, man. Chris, I'll throw it to you first. Thoughts on Max Crosby, just kind of the way he played today?
Yeah, no, Max was he was making plays, and honestly, I think there was a couple plays he probably wish he could take back, because a couple plays he didn't wrap up himself. Like he was, hitting a running back in the backfield, could have had ETN for a loss, but overall, like he was getting off the line. He was just being a disruptor, man. So and that's kind of stuff we want for him. At one point, I'm like, Max might be the guy that closes his game for us. So, but again, he still needs more help. We still need, Kuntz. He just hasn't been nowhere to be found. We don't even got to talk about Tyree. And I know,
how much did he even play?
I know. I didn't see him that much, man.
I saw Snowden out there more than him.
Yeah, I'm about to say Snowden was out there. So, he just needs some more help, man. And again, I think Butler played pretty well, but overall, Max came to play. I think he had 3 tackles for loss, had a sack. I'm not, I'm not upset with what I saw from Max today.
No, and LS, given the loss, what does it mean for the trade period? Once we talk about defense, we're going to talk just real quick about trade period. It's going to pop up on us on Tuesday, I believe it is. And so we'll talk about that at the very end. Quirk, man, you're saying Porter is terrible. Well, I'm going to go back to the game film. I'm going to take a look at just kind of how did he really play. Space Beast in the building, man. You're saying coach compete. Has me so checked out this season. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It is hard. 2-6 ain't easy to get through. And you guys talking about Tyree, be easy. Did Booker, Laulu even play? I saw Booker and Laulu in there.
But Booker made a nice play on one play. I think on a run, I want to say. I think he made a nice play.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Is Severe Man thoughts on Max Crosby, just him kind of stepping up to the plate, really trying to showcase a little bit of what Max still is and what he brings to this team. What's your thoughts on Max and just the defense as a whole?
Yeah, man, I am a father of 4, so I know all about coming with the purpose. And as you said, Max definitely did. He definitely did. But nah, I think he played well. Yeah.
Oh, dude, is one of my kids watching this? I hope not. I'm going to shut this. I love it.
No, I think he played well. Obviously, he's one of those guys. He's a high risk, high reward player. Sometimes he takes those chances and he jumps, the gaps inside, and he tries to make plays in the run game. And sometimes he can make those plays, and they're splashy plays. He made the play when they were down there on the goal line, right, for a tackle. I think it was Etienne for a 2-yard loss. So sometimes it works out, and sometimes I think they took advantage of him on one play where they end up like pitching the ball outside, and that they kind of figured he was going to do that. So they did a pitch, and it was a successful play. So it was hit or miss in some areas, but the guy, he's 100% at all times. He was disruptive. He had a sack several other times. He was pressuring the quarterback and is close to getting the sack. So Max did his thing, that we've come to expect that from Max. It's when you're that level of player, we grade you on the curve. We're not giving Kobe flowers for putting up 25. Like, that's the expectation.
That is, man. And Coach said, how do the Raiders stay losing and not move up in the draft order? We don't even know how to lose right. That's the problem. We kind of went through it all last season, and we're like, damn, like we suck at losing. At the same time, we can't move up in the draft order. We find ourselves in this situation. We'll kind of see how it works out, man. It's crazy to think. How many more games we got?
7? No,
7
8
or 8. Is it 8 more games?
Yeah.
We got 8 more games to roll through this.
Nah, we got more. We're 2-6, right? We got 9 more games. Right? We're tripping. We got 9.
Man.
Woo!
Yeah, just 9 more games. Oh, man, this is wild. I mean, and it sucks, though. Like, as you're watching that game, it sucks. And I think someone put in the chat earlier, it's like, you're watching this game going, like, I just had no faith through the whole thing. I just had no faith. I was like, we're going to Raider this thing. And unfortunately, that is a saying between me and my best friends that we talk about. We're all Raider fans. And we're like, we're texting each other. I'm like, we're going to Raider this thing up. Like, that's just
what we do. That's what we do, man.
And then that's what we do, unfortunately.
I thought we were going to do the opposite and Raider it up, where I'm looking at Tankathon like, don't you fuck this up, Pete.
Oh, man. We gonna end. We gonna end up having a Carson Beck on the board by the time we pick, man.
I'm looking at Arvell over there, man, from Ohio State. I'm like, goddamn, this Arvell kid this dude is. You can do something with this guy. You can do something with this Arvell kid or Bain, and even him. Like, hey, well, damn. I'm looking at these guys. Carnell Tate was going crazy. I'm looking at these dudes. Okay, like if we don't want to go quarterback early, I know Dre likes Brandon Sorsby. Brandon Sorsby coming off 11 for 33. It's like his first real ranked opponent. He looked terrible. I think he had like he put up Geno Smith level QBR. Like it was a terrible show. Like 20 on QBR. It was a terrible showing. So, but he has talent. So it's a third round, late second, third round. I wouldn't mind Sorsby, but not early.
Yeah, Dre, you're saying Porter Lily had 10 tackles. Porter will be all right. And look. Him coming up making tackles is great. I just hope that he's got the cover skills as well. Like, you got to match the cover skills as well.
And some of those were special teams tackles too, weren't they?
Yeah. Because I think he's still playing full-time special teams.
Do they count those? Yeah, they count those, don't they?
Yeah, they count them.
Did Jack get any reps at wide receiver?
He didn't get any targets. That's for damn sure.
You got no targets.
Only time I heard his name was on that tackle.
Oh.
It's like, what are we doing? And I'm not even really a big Jack fan, but I'm like, come on, man, get these guys some reps.
Look, the people swerving down that Tyler Lockett wasn't gonna come here and take none of these. Like Jackie Best got no target, and Thornton was inactive. People was like, come on now, Pete Carroll's not bringing. He's like, nah, man. We all know Pete Carroll. We know exactly what Pete Carroll here to do, and that's fuck up our draft position. That's like
it has to be. It has to be at this point. Like, this is wild. Given the fact that Deontay Thornton was basically inactive, Tyler Lockett comes on. Jack Best gets no targets. I don't even know if he got even playing time. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't believe when I saw he was inactive. I couldn't believe it.
Like, what is like?
I couldn't
realistically, what is going on? Like we said it weeks ago. If nothing improves off of this draft class, let's say next year, like we rocking it next year, man. If we don't see nothing, like this could arguably be like the worst draft class we have ever had.
Exactly.
If it continues to flow this way.
Exactly.
Ever.
It's hard.
I don't remember us having this many like rookies just flat out inactive. Like usually they're just sitting the bench or they're just underperforming, but not even hitting the field. I can't think of a draft class that happened.
Yeah, where they're not playing at all. No, I can't think of that either. Because we had guys like that they just weren't good. Obviously,
yeah.
I think Leatherwood wasn't good. Think about the whole the whole real deal debacle. Damon Arnett, like you think about that debacle. I think he was probably. I know he didn't get no run. I think he was a guy that really didn't get a lot of run. But he was out there. I think he got hurt.
Who?
Damon Arnett ended up getting hurt.
Arnett?
He got hurt.
No,
he got burned. He started.
He got hurt, right? Like he started, but then he got hurt again. Like remember he started and he hurt his wrist again or something like that.
He was playing with like a
hand
cast
or something.
I remember he was playing with something.
But he was getting burned though. He was still playing.
Yeah, it wasn't working out for him.
But remember he hurt it again on like a tackle, and then like I think he missed a bunch of time.
Yeah. I mean, but that's different being out like that. But like we had cats that just. I mean, like we remember how bad we thought it was with like Tanner Muse and Obi Melifonte or whatever his name.
Obi
Melifanu.
Yeah, Obi Melifanu out of UConn.
Yeah, man.
And who was that kid from Kentucky? That we got that was supposed to be
Lynn Bowden.
Lynn Bowden that was supposed to be Gruden's Joker.
Yeah, that was Tommy Malott. That was the original Tommy Malott.
Yeah.
but Lynn.
I like Lynn Bowden.
He was cool, man.
If we put Lynn Bowden as slot receiver where he should have been, I think Lynn Bowden would have been solid.
Nah, because he did his thing. He did his thing for the Dolphins
Miami,
and somewhere else after that, I think. Somewhere else he was cool.
You know, there's out there trafficking cocaine at Meemaw House, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. got caught in the crack house, man.
Oh man.
But we like guys that love ball.
Exactly.
High character guys that love ball. That's what we draft.
Take Arnett and Lynn Bowden.
I know. Like, shut up, man.
Oh my God.
That's
why AB called you
that.
Right.
LS said, watch Pete trade our first pick for DK Metcalf. God damn it, man.
Don't even put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think he just did.
Don't even put that in the atmosphere.
DK Metcalf's too young for Pete. He's like, I need
Oh man.
Yeah, so Coach, here's the thing is I know the Jets are still down there. I don't know what position we're at now with this loss, but we gotta be picking at least top 4 at least. Miami's pretty bad, but Miami had that win 2 weeks ago.
Someone said 8. I think Coach said something like that. 8.
But it might not have updated. It might not have because all the games haven't been played yet, so it might not have updated yet.
Yeah, and plus the teams that haven't had a bye week yet.
Yeah.
That's Dre. Lynn Bowden Jr. got more reps than Caleb Rogers. See, Lynn Bowden got traded before he even stepped on the practice field.
Exactly. Yeah. He got traded.
That's the wild part.
They couldn't practice. That was COVID. They couldn't even practice. They had to learn everything on an iPad.
But do y'all remember like one of the reasons that they got rid of him because they felt he was going to be a bad influence on
Arnett.
Him and Arnett was going to be a bad influence on Ruggs actually.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, cuz like the young players because they also because it was like they used to all run together. It was I think it was Arnett, it was Bowden and actually old buddy that's Keyshawn Nixon.
Oh, Keyshawn Nixon. Oh, man.
Yeah, they was all cool. Yeah.
Keyshawn from LA. I can see Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was all cool, but that's
a hell of a Arnett and Lynn Bowden together.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like all three of them.
Hey, but look, they probably would have had Henry Ruggs out smoking weed. He would have been.
That's what I'm saying.
He would have been in a different environment. It actually probably would have worked out for him.
He might have been detained.
Right.
He wouldn't be.
But that would just been an overnight thing. That's what
Exactly.
this is overnight.
Because he had left. I think that night he had left Top Golf, playing Top Golf with like Derek Carr and Hunter Renfroe and something like that. Like something crazy.
He was with his girl. Well, I think
girl.
Carr didn't end up going because Carr was going to go, and I think Jacobs was going to go too. But they was like, nah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
It's crazy.
God damn it, Raider Paul, what's going on, man? Man, we suck. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But now we're fighting for something different. We're fighting for something different, being 2-6. But real quick, defensively, we give up 29 points, right? Defense just didn't look right. We talked about Max Crosby's kind of stepping up a little bit. But here's the thing. Jags just kind of went up and down that field. And we definitely got to take a look at what the game film shows. But, Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. Like, do you think we're just struggling big time on the defensive side? It's not like the Jags are some high powerhouse offense or averaging 20 points a game coming into this game. We give up 30. Do you think we got an issue on this defensive side that's just not going to rock out with us the rest of the season?
I want to say yes, but then I look at we gave them a short field and we held them to 3. We let them march down the field and then we got a turnover in the red zone. So it's not obviously a team. We held them to 23. Obviously, that last touchdown was overtime. So in regulation, we hold them to 23. I always told that that's about the sweet spot. 20. You hold a team to 23 points in the NFL, you should win. I think what was Seawood? What was Seawood's thing? Like 24 or less, something like that. Was that Seawood's like bar? Like if you the defense.
Yeah, I forgot what he said.
Or less, like you should win. Like that.
Yeah.
Especially in today's NFL with the scoring where it is. So could the defense have played better? Yes, especially considering that this team was missing Travis Hunter, who was their number 1 pick. Then they were missing. There might have been addition by subtraction, but De'Ami Brown, he had some drops early. So so they were missing some weapons there, but yet and still, this is a very winnable game. This is a very winnable game.
It was.
The defense wasn't lights out, but I think they did enough during regulation rather for us to win. We didn't like bad teams do. We found a way to lose, and I would like to say thank you because I'm looking at Tankathon and about to be mock draft season, baby. Mock draft season.
What's Tankathon saying?
It has a 7.
A 7?
Yeah,
man, got to improve on that. Chris, man, any thoughts on the defensive side? Chad, let me know what your thoughts on defense. I know some people are saying, man, PG's got to go, but Chad, let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders. Catch my eye. Well, we have over 200 in the building. Appreciate everybody. Double tap that screen. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We definitely appreciate it. We do a sub in chat to show our appreciations. We drop some memberships if you guys want to support the channels. You got Chris Peck Show podcast on this side. The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider. RealTalk Raider Nation, man. We appreciate you guys popping in, even on a Sunday when we shit the bed once again, being 2-6. Chris, man, thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, I'm at the point. I think I'm kind of over the Patrick Graham, experiment. I'm not blaming everything on him. I think that especially this year, you could tell that this isn't his scheme per se. This is the first year it's really looked different. So, I'm not putting it all on them, but, I'm at the point now. You look around the NFL, you see some of these other defensive coordinators really dialing some stuff up and getting the most out of some of these players. And, we're just not doing it. And honestly, PG probably just wants another, fresh start somewhere else anyway. But as far as today goes,
Raider Hawaii, bro. That is a wild.
Damn.
My God.
Sheesh.
I just read that.
Escalated. Hammering.
I know. We tried to make Salah. We tried to give Salah the job, and Salah was like, I'm good.
We tried to.
But see, that's the thing, man, that we keep talking about. Because even when we were talking about coaches, like, would Clint even think about, coming the coach for us? Again, it's like, what's the real benefit? You know, I don't know, man. You know, as a young coach, knowing that the leash is going to be very short, I don't know if I'm signing up for that. I mean, that's just me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. Costume, man. You're saying love Devin White, but man, that was that was dumb. I think they scored a TD on that drive too. The penalty on Devin White.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. What up, Costume, man? I appreciate you popping in with here. James Lillard throwing a super chat out there, man. I appreciate you. You're saying O-line needs to block low to keep defensive line hands down.
You got to make them pay. Like, that's what offensive linemen are told. If guys are putting their hands up, you have to make them pay.
Punch them.
Yep, you have to make them pay. And if you're not doing that, if you're not disciplining them throughout the game, they're going to keep doing it.
So the only thing I'll say, though, on that specific play, if you look at just the way that it was dialed up, it wasn't like a quick, catch and throw, right? So typically if you're running quick slants or a quick dig route or what have you, or like a quick screen, wide receiver screen the outside, linemen know you're cutting some guys down.
Yeah.
But that play was more of a drop back. And so the linemen are basically just going to square up and just do a natural pass block. But yes, once they see hands up, you want to, depending on if they even have an opportunity to kind of, I never coached offensive line, but I know some of my O-line coaches, they'll tell. If you're pass blocking here, and all of a sudden a guy gets his hands up, punch him in the gut.
Yeah.
Punch him. Yeah.
Yep.
Punch him in the gut, and it's going to bring those hands down real quick.
Chris learned that the hard way when he was playing.
I knew there was a D-line joke coming. I knew it was.
God damn it. But I don't think that play specifically, it's easier to cut linemen down when it's a quick throw, quick pass, catch and throw type of thing. And I don't think that was it. But you're right. Look, the hands go up, get them back down. God damn it. But man, James, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there, man. Appreciate you. So look, you talk about the defense, and Chris, I think you made a good point. I know it's something that we may have touched on before, is the fact that how much of this is actually PG's defense, right? Like, PG really wasn't a big cover 3 guy in the past, but we're seeing a lot now. We know Pete Carroll's a cover 3 guy. So is a lot of what he's trying to do is trying to mold this defense to what Pete Carroll wants to see, and how much blame can we put on PG. That's and you just don't know. You really don't know how much blame can put in certain coaches. So we'll kind of see how it rolls. But letting the Jags put up 30 like that, it's tough. Definitely something that you got to improve on if you want to have any chance of being competitive in a football game, because we know our offense. I'm not sure if we can just trust that we're going to put up 29, 30 points every game with the offense that we have.
Did their receiver come back after he got hurt?
And Diami, he never came back.
Huh?
Diami Brown?
Nah, did Thomas get hurt?
Brian Thomas? Oh, I don't remember. Did Brian Thomas I know Diami Brown got hurt. Diami Brown got hurt. Diami Brown never came back.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm tripping then.
But the oh boy from Penn State was cooking us. The kick returner, I forget his name. He was serving.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. Well, we definitely got to step it up on defense. We'll just kind of see how everything works out moving forward. We got a short week. DJ in the building. What's going on, man? We all know the longer Geno holds the ball, the worse it gets. Fucking LS.
Yeah, he made some plays this week, though. He made some plays. Not LS. My strictly exhibition games now. My practice, my real game privileges were revoked. So it's strictly exhibition.
Yeah, man.
What they say in football? These are friendlies. Is all friendlies.
All friendlies.
All friendlies.
What up, Rose Town? What's going on, brother? All right. So look, we know it is. It's damn it, Dixon throwing a super chat out there. It is. It might be right around the corner. We might have to start paying attention to some college football, without question.
Yes.
But man, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there, brother. Let's see. Hold up. Thomas had his ankle wrapped and came back in. Okay. Got it. Appreciate you throwing it out there. Rundown in the building. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's happening?
What's happening, man? Appreciate you popping in, man. You guys, hey, make sure you guys go support Rundown. Show some love to him, man, without question. So let's do this. We kind of broke down the game a little bit. Not a whole lot to talk about. Obviously, it was competitive, which was great. But at the end of the day, we're 2-6. Competitive don't mean a goddamn thing when you're 2-6. Competitive means a thing when you're 6-2, but damn, not when you're 2-6. So we're gonna go back up to the big screen real quick, and let's do this. I know Dixon. Catch them all. We might have to bring it back.
Yeah,
God damn.
It's
I'm
about
Max
that
Crosby
time.
on the Raiders. I'm Max Crosby on the Raiders. I'm playing my hardest, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Ever don't mean a damn thing.
So look, game's over. We're 2-6. Chat, let me know. Who do you think is truly, seriously, potentially on the chopping block when it comes to the trade deadline? I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if we even make any moves at this point. Like I know there's a lot of rumors. You got people on there. Obviously, people are talking about Max. I would be shocked if that happens. Who do you guys think could truly be on the chopping block leading up to Tuesday? Severe, I'm gonna throw it to you first. Who do you think might actually be on the chopping block for real?
I think Jacoby. Obviously, Jacoby's been asking for it. So I mean, that would be like, hey, do that man a favor. Get him somewhere else.
Right.
Let him go somewhere else. Let him seek opportunities elsewhere. I think that's a real possibility. The fact that he played, though, it's like they risked injury there. So and I know they were asking for a day 2 pick, which is a second or a third, which is that is a steep price to pay for a team. Maybe they're hoping the team gets desperate, but I can see them moving off of that and selling for a fourth or a conditional fourth, depending on him meeting some kind of statistical benchmarks throughout the rest of the season. Been hearing a lot about JPJ. I'm hoping that's not the case. Is if they do that, I am you ain't seeing the crash out like y'all gonna see if we trade JPJ. And
buckle up for that one.
I can see if we was like if we was giving, because we're gonna do some stupid stuff like trade JPJ and then like start Will Putnam and Alex Kappa. Like, if we go trade JPJ and start like some rookies, some young guys, I still wouldn't like it because he's only a second-year player. Like, all right, you know what? They're bringing in their own people. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do that and start some old-ass bums. So it doesn't make any sense. But those are the two main guys. Now, obviously, if they, everybody, like, I'm willing to trade. The only player on this team I'm unwilling to trade for anything, any price, is Brock. Everybody else has a price tag. Everybody else, Max, you throw me 2 firsts for Max, you can get up out of here. You throw me a mid or a late round first for Genty, you can kick rocks too, buddy. Like, I'm good. Only person that's untouchable is Brock.
That's true, man. Ellis is saying JPJ gone. Man, that'd be wild if it happens. That would be wild. Rundown, you're saying Adam Butler?
Don't get him started.
Don't. I swear to God, Rundown. But here's the thing, though.
Adam Butler's balling. I can see it, though, for a contender. Like the Raiders.
Like, as much as I'm an Adam Butler fan, and here's the thing, is there's a lot of things that Adam Butler does that people don't see. For example, when Atlanta Roberts gets a free lane to the running back, it's because Adam Butler's taking on that double team all day long.
He's getting more. He's in double team more than anybody on the D line. He's in double team more than Max.
Yeah, and when Adam Butler didn't play last week, Atlanta Roberts, Devin White, they struggled because now we don't have anybody that's truly taking on that double team as well as Adam Butler does. But if you want to get some draft picks for Adam Butler right now, as much as I'm a big fan of him, severe to your point, no one's untouchable at this point. If you want to move on from Adam Butler and you can get like a 5th round for Adam Butler, shit, why not? We're at that point. Let's get some capital to move around the draft and let's have a little bit of fun, right? Let's have some flexibility. Quirk, nobody wants these guys. That's brutal. That's brutal.
That could be very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
What is it? Simi? I don't know what that is. But everyone but Brock and Ashton. Gotcha. Dixon.
Ashton rocks, bro. For first round pick, Ashton. You and your leather pants can hit the road, bro.
I'm telling you, you give us a first round for Genty, sign me the hell up right now. I let you go back on that. Dixon, Max can get out of here. Unfazed, Max Crosby. I'll let him run a second-rate team. Run it down. Run down their throats. That's no bueno. Let's see. Daniel Kim, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you rocking with us. LS, I don't think Jacoby gets traded. They take the comp. They take the comp. Okay, because I think he's if it all works out right, I think if he does move on and get signed somewhere else at the end of the season, we could get around a fourth.
I think so.
It'd be the next draft though, so it wouldn't be this.
I know,
2027. The next draft, so it's like
I know.
Like that's Pete's 76th birthday. Like,
oh God. I know, and that's the thing. It's like it's trying to figure out what is Pete's true strategy, because you let him walk, yeah, you get a 2027 potential fourth round. Like, yeah, Pete, who knows if Pete's even going to be around at that point? You know what I'm saying? So if Pete's truly trying to actually move the needle now and actually win now, win at least by next year, fuck, you better move on for some people. Get some draft capital. The unfazed Jacoby sandbag to force his hand. Rare wide. Pete Carroll for 2 UDFAs.
Nobody's taking that trade. Nobody's taking that trade.
That's funny. JPJ and Kuntz are the two I'm looking at.
I guess he Kuntz too.
Yeah, Rundown saying the same thing. Thinking Kuntz as well.
Trey Tucker for some what's those shoes the celebrities be wearing? They got like got the heels in them, so they look taller. Trey Tucker for some of them.
I don't know, man. Like that, it's Chris. Who do you think? Top guys potential on the trading block going into Tuesday.
I mean, to me, man, I think JPJ. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I could see them doing it. Of course, Jacoby. Then here, Malcolm Kuntz. Which I like Malcolm Kuntz, but I wouldn't be mad seeing them try to get something out of him. I say those three, man. But I'm kind of like Severe. I feel that pretty much all of them can go. Besides Brock. I mean, at this point, Genty. I mean, I would say because no one's gonna give a first for him, so. At this point, you might as well just hold on to him and try to build. But besides that, I'm cool on all these dudes, man. All of them.
I'm with you, and of course, Coach wants his boy Tom Yami to stick around. I mean, I don't know, Coach. We could probably get like a second round for Tom Yami. Okay, this is just how good he is, and will always will be.
Trade Tom Yakenberg for a Brock Bowers trip to Turkey. So, if you know, you know.
Fucking Coach, man. Right away, you're saying, what can we get for Tyree? We probably have to give Tyree and a pick at this point. Jesus Christ, man.
You can get, what can we get for Tyree? We can get him hooked on Foundation. That's what we can.
Man, get him off catching those butterflies in the practice field. Jesus Christ, man. What up, James, man? Throwing another super chat out there, man. I appreciate you. Still waiting for sophisticated blitz package. In a cover 3, it's hard, I'll be honest. When you run a cover 3, it's not easy when you stick with a cover 3 and you still want to bring pressure. Like, you can get creative, but the thing is that cover 3 really doesn't allow you to really blitz, have sophisticated blitz packages. It's very plain and simple, unfortunately. But we're not bringing as much pressure as we should. But again, is it a Pete Carroll thing? We just don't know. So look, for myself, I'll be honest. I mean, you look at, obviously, like you guys are saying, Kuntz. Kuntz is probably one guy that could be on that trading block. And maybe you can get something for him because he has a pretty good contract. Edge rushers are always something that people are looking for, teams are looking for. And maybe there's someone that could bring a little bit more out of him. Who knows? But I could see Kuntz on the trading block. I could see Adam Butler on the trading block because Butler's on a really good contract.
Yeah.
It's 2 more years. And it's a
was
cheap
good, man.
contract.
For what he's doing. That's a man. That's a steal of a contract.
It is. But yeah, I'd be shocked if Max was on the move. But bro, I'll say if JPJ goes, I'm with you, Severe. Like, God, it'd be wild.
Crash out.
It would be wild.
Right now, that's the Soylent Green. That's the eating that Soylent Green. You might it's too Rundown too young for that. He don't know what that is.
Yeah.
He's young. He don't know what that is.
I see Rundown down here. I see try missing people nuggets from Arby's. Man.
Not unfazed. No, bro. He's not bad. He's just not good enough to overcome his surroundings. He's just a good NFL running back. He's not special. He's not great. He's not elite. He's just good. And good players depend on them having other good players around them. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield he's better than good. But you see what Baker Mayfield looked like in other stops. He gets with the team. They have weapons and some creative play calling, and Baker Mayfield is on track to damn near win the MVP. Baker Mayfield, he can barely get on the field in Carolina. Like, just sometimes when you're that level of player, your surroundings matter. Rich Gannon was a journeyman until he got 2 Hall of Fame receivers and John Gruden and a top offensive line. Like, that surroundings matter when you're a good player. When you're a great player, Tim Brown is a great player. Tim Brown was second to Jerry Rice in all those
quarterback.
Yeah, regardless of his quarterback. All would have tearing up his knee his second year in the league, coming out of Notre Dame as a speed guy, having to change his game, and being in Oakland with bad quarterback play and bad head coaches every year, still produced. People said, "Oh, he's only producing because there's nobody else to throw the ball," until he left, and we went damn near a decade without having another 1,000-yard receiver. So it wasn't just in the passing era, and then when the league was turned into a pass. So like, your surroundings matter. There are certain people that can overcome them, and there are people that can't. And right now, it's looking like Genty is one of those people that can't. He's a good player, but I don't know if he'll ever be great.
Yeah, and real quick, you saying JPJ ain't making a difference. And here's the thing. It's not about – we know what he was able to do at the end of last season, right? We saw some really good potential out of him, and he's a second-round pick. And he's a young player that you want to be able to develop off of a rookie contract. So the thing is, the question is it JPJ playing poorly, or is it Brendan Carroll, the offensive line coach, which everybody on this offensive line has regressed? Everybody across the board. So is it the O-line coach, or is it JPJ? And that's the biggest question. And so we're not saying that JPJ is playing great. We're not saying that. But to trade away a talent that we knew was good and on a rookie contract, the potential's there. So we're not saying he's playing great. But just offload a guy that has potential that we saw last year, that's why I think it'd be wild to move on off of him. And so we don't disagree that yes, he's made some mistakes. We've pointed out plenty. But that's why I think it would be wild. Rundown, you're saying, would y'all say he's like Taylor, then from Indy Talented, but got to have a QB and O-line?
No way.
He is not Taylor.
Taylor's better than bro. No, Taylor is Taylor.
Yeah.
You put Taylor behind his offensive line, Taylor's going to be Jonathan Taylor's going to be top 5 in rushing.
Ooh.
Who Drake got hurt. Somebody told me Jaden got hurt.
Oh, was
Jane Daniels get hurt?
It's my cousin. Oh, Lord.
No, honestly, Rundown, man, Jonathan Taylor's different. The thing is, with Genty just doesn't have. It's so hard. He's just. You're waiting for him to kind of have that one play that just pops off. Like all of a sudden he just kind of takes over that play and bang, he rips one for 60, 70 yards or just kind of takes over a game a little bit, creates his own success. Genty just doesn't have it in him. He doesn't. He hasn't shown it. I'm still like, yes, he runs through some players. He'll break a tackle here or there. But there's nothing that I don't see 4th-round running backs doing out of Genty. Genty's doing the same thing. We could have gotten the same production that we see out of Genty out of a 4th-rounder.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. And again, I'm not saying that he's like bad because there's some really good 4th round running backs, 5th round running backs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just that the expectation that you have of him is a number 6 overall pick. When you pick somebody at number 6, you want them to be one of the best at that position in your franchise.
Exactly.
And he ain't going to be that.
And you expect them to overcome their circumstance, their surroundings. Like you can't pick them at, especially a running back, because that's already a devalued position. And in the deepest running back class of all time, possibly, right? So you have the deepest running back class of all time. It's already a devalued position. You take a guy that high, and people were saying the entire time he's generational, top back in the league. He comes into the season as with a quarterback that was drafted number 1 overall, mind you, with a quarterback with another 1st round quarterback as well. In Jackson Dart, Genty came in as the odds-on favorite. It's the overwhelming favorite to be offensive rookie of the year. So nobody was saying preseason, Genty ain't gonna be that good because look at him, his offensive line, and nobody was saying all that. But now that he hasn't done that, all we hear is, it's everybody else's fault, but the player who everybody else told us was so good that nothing else around him matters. Now everything around him matters. If everything around you matters, then it's like the Derek Carr situation where, like, but Derek Carr would be great if he just had a number 1 receiver and a defense and but Derek Carr did more with less than Genty's doing. So it's not about, their surroundings. When you're a great player, you make great things happen regardless of your surroundings, or you elevate your surroundings. He hasn't shown that he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, and real quick, Quirk, you're saying that we don't know that he's going to, I think you're referencing JPJ. Thing is, we saw him improve last year. So we know that there is potential for him to be a good player, especially coming off of what he did in college. So the potential's there. And that's what I would go off of. I'm not saying he's going to be great, but he's on a rookie contract. You got to be able to see that growth and possibly grow off of what we saw last year. Because again, like I said before, everything's regressed this year, and I blame that on coaching. What up, MC? What's going on, brother? Good seeing you here in the building.
Used to go Dodgers.
I know.
That's all we can hang our hats on that, brother.
I know, right? Jesus Christ, man. It's gonna be tough. Rundown, man. You're saying it. Never should have taken Genty because we cannot maximize his talent. You're right. It's a very true statement. We could have. If we would have prioritized the offensive line in free agency and in the draft, we could have. But unfortunately, we did not. Unfortunately. So, man, appreciate everybody rocking with us. Look, 2-6. 2-6. We lose in overtime, 29-30 to the Jags. We come off a short week. We're gonna hit up the Broncos. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. I think the game's in Denver, right?
I think so.
It's a away game.
I believe so.
It's an away game in Denver. Short week for both of us, I believe. And so at the end of the day, we're playing for pride at this point. I know that we can go in and put a dent into some of our AAC West divisional teams, but all we're going to do is hurt ourselves when it comes to draft position. And so we're going to kind of see how that rocks out. Make sure you guys tap in with us on Wednesday. We're still going to break down game film. And you guys know we break down game film so we can just know who do we prioritize in the offseason. Who do we want to keep? Who do we want to stick with? Because the film don't lie, and we try to show you as much as we can as long as YouTube doesn't decide to shut us off like they normally do. So, shit, man. Guys, before we kind of dip into just guys, what you guys got going throughout the week, Chris, I'll throw it to you first. Any final thoughts on this game and just kind of how it went and man, what the hell are we going to expect going into the trade deadline?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to expect, man, because honestly, this whole regime has just been throwing curveballs this whole time. I haven't really understood barely anything that they've been doing, from the early trades to the JPJ thing to the inactive rookies and all that stuff. So to be honest, I I am so at peace right now. I'm not even worried about it. Whatever they do, man. And I'm not letting it get me upset. So hopefully they'll make the right decision, but I have no clue what they're gonna do for sure.
I'm with you. I mean, even with this, like all of a sudden rookies are no longer playing on the unactive list, and all of a sudden Deontay Thornton's out for Lockett. Like, we just don't even know what to expect with this team. I'm with you 100%, man.
It makes no sense.
Severe, man. Final thoughts on just this game and maybe what we expect to see on the trade deadline.
I don't know, man. Like as Chris kind of saying, this team is so unpredictable, man. Like
it is.
We signed Tyler Lockett, who couldn't get any run on the worst offense in the league, and we immediately give him run over a guy that was our opening day starter. So like, oh my God, that lets you know, bro. They don't know what they're doing. They don't and that's a shame because Pete Carroll's been a coach since the 70s. Think about that. He's been the coach since some of y'all mamas, before y'all mamas was born. Some of y'all in here, like, that's how long he's been coaching. My mom was born in 67. Pete Carroll started coaching when my mom was 4. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
So it's like, bro, it's crazy. So like, and then obviously Greg Olsen been around forever. Chris Beatty, he's a vet. Philbin's been around for like these guys have been coaching forever. And the fact that you have a guy that was your opening day starter, now he's not even active. For a guy you just picked him off the street, like who was wallowing on the bench for the worst offense in the league. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what this team is gonna do, man. We can mess around and like you said, we can trade a first for DK. We can trade a first for what's Calvin Ridley. It's like like it's the missing piece. Obviously, is Calvin Ridley. Like, it's like I don't know, man. With this team, it's too much unpredictability. Too much unpredictability, but. Hopefully they don't see this game as a sign of, hey, you know what? If we just make 1 or 2 tweaks, man, we can really make a run at this thing. Like, nah, bro, y'all already lost 6 games. It's a wrap. Yeah. Like, really, like the minimum to get into the playoffs, you got to be at least 10-7. I think at least in the AFC right now, you got to be 10-7. So you think we're gonna go the rest of the year and only lose 1 more game? Like, nah, man. So. Look, man, pack it up. #SS.
It is, man. And Jake, you're saying Raiders need to trade Geno Smith ASAP and get more draft capital for next year's draft. If we trade Geno, we gave up a third. Like, it would just show just how dumb this coaching staff is. If you went and traded Geno after giving up a third, going and getting him and giving the contract that you did, like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying if it did happen, it just shows just how off this coaching staff is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be the craziest move. And I would just be like, yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody ever comes at us and tries to throw that comment out there of, oh, you know more than this coaching staff? Yeah. At this point, I'm going to have to say yes. I'm sorry. It's wild what we're going through. LS, I hate this team so much. You just kind of wrapped up our entire life into one comment, man. I appreciate you. And Daniel Kim, who would even trade for him? I don't know.
No one's trading for him. Yeah.
It'd be wild.
Yeah, we'd have to attach a third to Geno and to get a 5th back. Like, that's so.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, trade deadline's coming up on Tuesday. We appreciate everybody popping in with us. We're hitting you guys on a Sunday. Make sure y'all tap in with us on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're going to break down some game film. We might talk about a little bit about that the Thursday night game coming up. We got a short week going into the Broncos, man. It's going to be interesting just kind of see how this team comes out and performs, and we'll see how that rocks out. So before we pop out of here, man, Chris, let everybody know what you got going on. You're still doing your thing with Dub, right, over the weekend?
Yeah. We get to it, when we get the opportunity. But yeah, man, definitely shout out to my boy Dub Raider, man. Check out his page. We drop some content on there. But you guys can always check me out here every Wednesday and every Sunday with my brothers, man. Doing what I gotta do. Talking this Raider talk, baby.
My dog
trying to
Chris
get
does
through it.
YouTube like Tyree versus the passer. It's like, it's like, hey man, and sometimes I feel like it, sometimes.
And I don't hate on it either, man. Trust me, it takes a bit. It takes a little bit to kind of get up and do these things.
It's on Dub's channel, LS. You got to sub to. It's not on Chris's channel. You got to sub to Dub's channel.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow Dub. Dub's good dude, man. Make some good content, man.
My
So
guy.
go
That's
check
my
him
guy
out.
right
Check him
there.
out.
Yeah, Dub's
Yeah,
good people for sure, man. Severe, man. Let everybody know what you got going on throughout the week.
Yeah, man, you guys know what it is, man. Severe Raider, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, IG, X, all that good stuff. True Social, holla at your boy, man, over there. It's going.
He cracked me up every time you say that.
Always
Every time you say that, he cracked me up.
I'm really gonna start getting active over there. I'm probably gonna get kicked off. So if y'all follow me quickly, because once I start getting active on there, bro, they're gonna deactivate my account quick. So follow me now. It's gonna be fun while it lasts. I'll let your boy. But you guys know what it is, man. I'm in the war room with my guys, Chris Protect the Shield, 805 Raider. Sundays and Wednesdays. We actually had a breakthrough. We actually were able to do some film this last Wednesday. And look, peep this. I had it monetized too. They ain't said a word to me. So
yeah, they let it slide.
They let it slide. So look, hey,
it's probably because I wasn't there. That's why. As soon as I come back, there go the neighborhood.
They're gonna try and come back. The money already spent, Roger. Sorry, brother. That money already spent. Catch me on the next one. But yeah, man. Obviously Tuesdays and Thursdays with my guy Pharaoh, the 50-50 show and Around the Shield. And holla at your boy tomorrow night. We dropped my first solo live, man. So we're gonna get this thing figured out.
Let's go.
The StreamYard figured out, man. I'll let y'all know now. It's not for the faint of heart. So if you're in there, if you're looking for somebody to hold your hand and tell you these people are good or it's gonna be okay, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. You barking
what
up
time?
the wrong tree,
what time you doing it?
Probably like he's gonna probably be late for you. So still gotta take my son to practice. Probably gonna be like, I know it. I might try to do it. Or depending on how my day go tomorrow. I might try to do it like 4. If I can't get off at like 4:30, it's gonna probably be like 8:30 or so. So look out for the notification.
I still want to tune in, man. I'm still tune in.
Yeah, you gotta tune into this one.
It's gonna be the most untechnical live y'all ever seen in your life. But, we're gonna be in there cooking though. And then also, if y'all didn't know, Fridays they catch Money Chuck Mama, Manchester and Fig between hours of 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. She my top earner. So make your reservations.
Happy hour special?
He said it on got an eye for talent. I identified her. She be my top earner since. So I'll let your boy.
Is she gonna have her teeth in or out though?
Teeth out is extra. Teeth out is extra.
Okay. I get paid Friday. So
we'll see if Money Chuck's still in here. You guys are wild. All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. As y'all know, I'm 805 Raider, RealTalk Raider Nation. I rock out with my guys in the Raider War Room. Sometimes I'll do my own videos. Haven't been able to get to the videos in a minute because I've actually been doing some individual lives as well. Just kind of popping on, saying what's up to everybody. Life's been busy, without question. But I rock out with my guys in the Raider War Room. You might catch me on a solo here and there. I'm going to try to do maybe a member-only live here up and coming because if you guys know, we've dropped some member-only or some memberships if you guys want to support the channel. We definitely appreciate y'all, but I rock out my guys, the Raider War Room, Tuesdays or Sundays, Wednesdays, we break down game film. If y'all want to check it out, you guys that rock with us during game film, y'all know we try to point out what really is going on, not what you're going to hear, the popular opinions all across this whole YouTube thing. So just know we try to hit you guys with some game film, show it to you, we rock out and have a good time. So tap in for that. Hit that notification if you can. And on your way out, double tap that screen. It hits that like button. We definitely appreciate it. So, yeah, guys, have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the start of your week. But definitely tap back in with us on Wednesday. We break down game film. So, appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Be out of here.